Stress versus pressure. Not necessarily the same thing. Pressure is external, a tight deadline, a complex project, providing motivation to perform. Stress, on the other hand, is internal, an emotional and physical reaction, becoming bad stress when work demand exceeds capacity in coping, often leading to burnout. There's a phrase that gets used in hospitality so often, its use is becoming second nature. This is a high-pressure environment. You'll need to toughen up. The manager saying this isn't wrong. The environment is demanding, but they've just described a potential workplace hazard as a work feature. Depending on how interpreted, they may have told their team member that struggling is a weakness, and that's where the problem starts. So, pressure and stress are clearly not the same thing. Pressure, when demand is manageable, meaningful, and when there's enough support for teams to cope, can sharpen performance. It builds skill, it builds confidence, and that keeps employees engaged. Stress is different. Bad stress, or distress, happens when work demand consistently outstrips capacity, when there's no relief, when resources, including time, support, information, rest, are chronically insufficient. Now, entrenched beliefs such as it's always been tough, this is hospitality, everyone finds it hard. It does two things. It normalizes genuine harm and it suppresses help seeking. A staff member who is in chronic distress doesn't feel harmed, they feel weak and disempowered. So they don't say anything, and the conditions that are breaking them down continue, unchallenged and unnamed. So the question isn't, is this difficult work? Every hospitality leader knows the work is difficult, challenging and hard. The question is, does my team have what they need? The resources to meet work demand? Enough staff, a clear briefing, a way to flag when something is wrong. Recovery between hard services. If the answer to any of these is no, that's potentially contributing to distress, not necessarily a pressure condition. And that distinction should change how you respond. Before each service or peak period, do a 60-second check. Does the team have what they need? Enough people, a clear brief, a way to flag problems mid-service? If any answer is no, address it before and during the service, not only after. Audit the language used in your business. Write down the phrases you and your managers actually say around pressure and performance. If toughen up or this is hospitality are in there, make a deliberate decision to replace them with one question. What do you need to manage this? Create a system for staff to flag when demand has exceeded their capacity. Even a text that says, tonight was really challenging, deserves a response the next day. Make that normal. After your next busy service, have a brief team conversation. What made the service challenging? Separate what was manageable from what wasn't. Then address one stress factor at a time, not the whole list. Pressure, understood well, is part of what makes hospitality work meaningful. Stress, left unaddressed, is what ends careers. And leaders have more control over that distinction than most actually realize.